Greetings, I'm Cromlin from like 6 hours in the future of the Cromlin who's about to yap at you for 7 minutes. For some reason, that guy completely forgot to record an intro, so here I am in my dressing gown, nice and warm, it's freezing outside. Like, it's like 11:50 p.m. at night. I should be... But I'm here. Hello, I'm Cromlin. I'm a video game designer. Or at least I'm certified to be one. Don't ask to see my video games. Let's just jump right into the juice. He'll explain it better than me. And thanks for watching, of course. Something you don't know about me yet is that I actually got my bachelor's in games design back in 2022. And it's been 3 years since then, and to be honest, I haven't produced a single video game. And that's simply because life got in the way. Centrelink, which is an Australian organisation which sort of funds students through college, apparently something went wrong and I ended up having to pay them back $12,000. And then moved back home to help out with a family business, and that struggled a little while and that put me behind again. And it's only just now, recently this year, I was able to move away from home again, down to a city in Australia called Melbourne. Yeah, Cromlin location reveal. And here in Melbourne, there's just a lot of game studios down here. And now that I'm down here though, it's been 3 years, I've got this stinky portfolio, there's nothing to it. I've got one decent piece of art I did back in university that I could find. Because unfortunately the hard drive that was all on corrupted. So I don't even have like my work from university really. What I needed to do is get my portfolio up and running. It's time to make a video game, and after taking the time to meticulously and carefully find the absolute best program to use to make that video game, oh man, I must have spent days trying to figure it out. I've landed on Godot, which is an open source program like Blender that is completely free to use and produce games on. I did learn Unity at my time in university. Unfortunately though, Unity's payment systems and stuff the year or so back where it got itself into fire, and it's kind of turned me off of it a little bit. I went and tried Unreal Engine for a while, but it doesn't feel like an engine that's made like specifically for making video games anymore. It feels a lot like it's so like multi-purpose in its use. And it was just a little overbearing for me, especially considering I was so far out of touch. It's amazing for setting up like portfolio scenes and artworks and whatnot, though I do prefer Marmoset to, you know, Unreal when it comes to staging props and stuff. But I digress. Godot seems to be an incredibly user-friendly and, more importantly, cheap alternative, which means more cookies in the cookie jar for Cromlin. So, going forward, I need to learn Godot because I've never touched it a day in my life. And I'm technically lying right now because I spent the last 2 days going through the Godot sort of manuals and beginner tutorials, but for the sake of the video, Godot, I have not touched it before. I am now very slightly familiar with it. I've got its basics down. I kind of recognize its beginning level of code, but you know, it sort of utilizes a system of like, in Unity they were called prefabs, which is where basically you could take a model, you could stick textures on it, you could give it animations, and you could kind of package that up and put it anywhere in any level, and it would be completely assembled, ready to go. In essence, Godot is just like you're assembling prefabs that have like dependencies on their like higher ups in the level. We'll go over it in more detail as I learn more about it. I don't want to spread false information. I've seen a lot of shorts in my time scrolling through shorts that are like, you know, oh, day blank of learning blank, or you know, day 10 of rubbing a rock until it shines like a mirror. And I'm not going to do a daily series. That's far too much. But I thought maybe a weekly recap series could be fun, of seeing the progress of learning Godot and eventually making this video game. But more importantly, I want to get you guys involved in making it. So my favorite, most important decision-making tool, the wheel, is going to make the decisions for me, but the content of the wheel I want to be decided by you guys. So at the end of like a weekly recap, I would post something like, oh, what's the genre of game going to be? Or what should I do next? Make buildings or environments? And then you guys would comment down below what you want to see happen. And then I will pop it on the wheel in the next video and spin the wheel. And you guys have the chance to help shape this kind of random Godot game I'm making for the sake of portfolio bolstering. So I think that'll be fun. Also, it gets me to, you know, do the work. And what I noticed over the 60-day Switch challenge is I did force myself to make videos for it, even when I wasn't feeling it. And that kind of motivation was really strong. So I want to put that towards something a lot more productive than just making shorts. I want to put that towards making video games because I just have such a passion for it. I want to make a video game, and I want to, most importantly, make money. You know, if you have any questions, please throw them in the comments down below. Clearly, I love talking about myself and what I'm interested in. But yeah, I'm sure there's a video somewhere in here. I've been talking to the camera long enough. This is like my third time recording this because I just don't know what to say. You know, I'm so used to the shorts like, oh, today we're talking about this and here's all of the things you should know about it and how it works. But when it comes like to sitting down and talking at the camera, it feels really weird. Like I couldn't kind of keep my eye contact up with the camera the first few days of the challenge, but now I'm like, I am beaming my soul into yours. I'm looking directly at you. What am I doing? I'll be back in a week.